Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for watching my video and do all that good YouTube stuff. Share it, like it, hit the notification bell, thumbs up, subscribe, all the things that you do. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video and saving some money perhaps. I also invite you to check out the links in the description for some long-term savings with the stock market and checking out the links for either E-Trade or M1 where you can save and trade fractional stocks, or Webull, which is usually giving away a couple free stocks for just depositing $100. So I strongly invite you to invest in your future and check them out. Thanks, and let's get to the video. All right, 2011 is this model year Ford F150 XLT blend air door actuator on the top. That's what we're going to replace due to clicking. Very popular. You'll notice this has got space here. It's not a center console, so that's a big difference. You'll need to check another video for the center console one, but so here we are replacing this one here. Need to get underneath this mat here, just a friction fit mat. Ugh. We got two screws up here. We'll take those out. That's step one. Got the two screws out of the top, 7mm bolts. At least everything I'm using is going to be metric 7mm. We're just going to pull on this here. We just want to get down here. Let's see. Trying to get the best angle. So there is a friction fit right there, plus right down here next to my pinky is a white alignment pin. So when you push it in, you actually want to lift up a little bit on this. Lift up to get it to go in because it's going to be at an angle. So lift it up. Then we can get the bolts right here. 7mm. 7mm. I believe this is tucked behind the airbag assembly, so we're not going to mess with it any more than that. There is more friction fitting that's coming loose here, but I'm going to leave well enough alone. If I don't need to take it out. Ugh. So we'll just leave it like that. And take out these two bolts, 1/4" ratchet and 7mm. So on the driver's side, probably the same procedure. I'm gonna grab underneath here and pull just upward a little bit, because we're going at an angle with those pins. The same pin, same friction fit on this side. Same two bolts. We'll use our 1/4" ratchet and 7mm to get those two out. Alright, and small confession is I use an extension and a 7mm wobbly from my Mac collection, so I use that a little faster, but 7mm on a ratchet, 1/4" ratchet works just fine. So there's this audio jack, I believe, and there's a little slot underneath here when you use a little screwdriver, but I got a plastic pry bar thing here, so I'm going to get underneath here and pry this out. There's a screw for this bottom half. I think overall it's going to just make it a little easier for you to manage this here. I think that works pretty good. We don't have to worry about prying these wings off to the side to try and get this lower piece out with our little holder, whatever it's called. One screw. You can see the friction fit male pins here on the side, probably 3 for both sides. And we can squeeze and release some of these connectors. Little tab right there. It's facing down, but there it is. One over here as well. There we go. So you notice there's a guide pin on each side. Actually, this is the passenger side, but there's a guide pin to line up this lower tray right here. Back up. Lower tray, so there's a guide pin on each side. So you might not even have to pull out those screws, just that center screw off to the left screw right there. You might have to just take that out and then it'll pop off. Maybe just 3 screws. Alright, so we got our basically 2 wiring harness things disconnected. The panel sitting safely down below. We can take out 4 screws holding the CD assembly in place. If you're keeping score, every screw seems to be the same. So you can push connectors. Set them free if you want, otherwise there's enough room here to get to the actuator. Looks like the connector is a little bigger, 8mm. We'll also go through the glove box. Got to push down on the black tab. Pull in on the sides. You gotta watch your controller because I did this after the fact. switching to an 8mm. The other screw's on the back side. Can feel it with my finger. I think I need to go through the glove box and get it with my fingers. So we're going to reach in through the glove box with a 8mm ratcheting wrench. You can certainly use a regular one if you want. Might take a little more time. Maybe another couple turns with my ratchet, but I didn't really want to get it stuck in there if it was possible to get it stuck. It's my first time doing it. I might just try it from the glove box. One hand in the glove box area and one through here. This is notched. Yeehaw, we can drop the new one in. So I engaged it in the door first and then turned it so it holes are lined up for the screws. And you put your two screws in and reverse procedure to install. I'm going to skip the screw installation procedure. You know it's going to be probably a little tough and tedious, but you can get it done. 8mm wrench or ratchet. Reach in again with my ratchet. 8mm ratchet wrench. That seems to be the way to go. Click. There we go. Woo. All right. We'll put the radio back in. Plug it back together if you're taking anything out. Those are all just push down and release, and this just slides out your antenna. And we'll put our face back on. I'm sure there'll be a little bit more to this video. Any tips for putting it back together? Just working / fighting to get it back in. So I think there's less forgiveness on this side for prying it out than maybe this side. Might be more forgiving. It's a theory right now, so you can see I just tucked this in on this side, and we'll work on that side. Everything snapped into place real nice like. I think I like that way. And then we talked about lifting this up. I'm just going to give it a little lift. There we go. I got on camera because of straining, but then we'll put this screw in here. Our 2 screws on the top. Slide our piece back in here. I suppose this is the point you could test it though and make sure it's all working before you actually put it all together. But I think that is the trickiest part there, getting this out. Otherwise you can take out the airbag module, which has 2 or 3 screws from in the glove box. 2 or 3 screws or bolts, you can take them out and this comes out. Then you can take 2 screws out of this, out of here, 2 screws, and then this will pry out right here. Just pull on this stuff and it'll snap out. And that'll give you additional room to do something with these vents on the side and pull them out. They're all friction fit. So, but I think this is a pretty good video on replacing that. 2 things you can see, there's no dual control, single control, and there's no center console issue there. Alright, quick summary. Remove this pad, lift it up with the pry bar, a little screwdriver, 2 screws here, a little screwdriver in here, pop this piece off, a screw here, pull these panels back just by hand on both sides. The edges should also pop up a little bit both sides, and then you can weasel this piece out right here. Unplug 2 items here that hang down. And I would suggest you let the glove box drop down first and then let this sit on the glove box. And then take out 4 screws for the CD player assembly, and then you have access to the sensor or the actuator.